What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another video. First of all, I want to say thank you for the 1000 subscribers. I am beyond ecstatic of the channel growth. We've managed to hit like 1000 subscribers in less than a month, which is absolutely crazy. So thank you for that. In this video, I have another system build for you guys, which is going to be a real life project. Basically, it's going to be a make.com sales system that we're going to build from scratch. I'm literally going to show you the exact platforms that we're going to need. We're going to scope the project end to end. We're going to build it. I literally have no idea how we're going to do it. So I was like, I'm just going to hit record and start building the system in front of you guys. In case we have met, my name is Saad. I make just over $80,000 a month building and selling sales systems for a variety of companies. I also run a community in school where I teach people exactly how to do the same. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. So I am inside of my Whimsical, guys, and I received a request from a retainer client that I have. So let's just go read through it. So hey Saad, we want to build a system that identifies SaaS companies running ads on LinkedIn, finds the decision makers, and automatically reaches out to them. The campaign will target around 1,500 companies. Our goal is to achieve 25 to 20-25 reply rates, but we know that data on how many companies are actively running ads at any given moment might be limited. Yeah, that's true. We're confident that this system is going to crush it. Of course, because Saad is going to build it. We're going to present our solution as a more cost-effective alternative of them running ads. Let me know what you think. Well, I'm gonna let you what I think, man. This system is gonna crush it just because they're spending so much money running ads. You can essentially just like knock this out of the park for them. So just reading through this, I know I'm gonna build this in like 20 minutes. So I'm gonna click on this plus button right here. I'm gonna start scoping this project, guys. So the first thing is we want to look for. We're gonna scrape companies, SaaS companies running ads using a LinkedIn ad scraper, right? So let me fix this. And then what are we going to do? So the next thing is, okay, so there's an issue now that I'm thinking about it. Like, you have to understand, guys, there's a lot of companies that will be running ads, and they won't be running just one ad. They'll be running multiple ads. So we're going to be duplicates. So what we're going to do, we're going to dump the data in Google Sheets, right? And then we're going to retrieve that data from Google Sheets. And then what are we going to do? We're going to find decision maker, and then we're gonna enrich decision maker using an email finder because it's the GOAT. And then what I'm gonna do is we're gonna add to instantly, basically. So yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. So this is my water flow that I'm gonna attempt to build. So yeah. Let me fix this. So awesome. So let's just go ahead and get into the building. So I've found this scraper right here. It's called LinkedIn Ads Library Scraper, which is pretty awesome actually. It's like $18 a month. You have like a trial of 3 days, which all you need, honestly. Yeah, like 3 days you can scrape, I don't know, like 1,000 or like 1,500, depending on how many companies are actually like running ads. You can never know. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna perform a search. So the first thing I would always recommend you guys always use Apify. And when you use Apify, make sure you run the scraper manually first, just because you want to know what kind of output the scraper is gonna give you. So first thing, we're gonna click on this, residential right here because it's the lowest chance of getting blocked and the best geographical coverage. So always make sure it's residential for the proxy groups. And then LinkedIn ads search URL. There's way too many girly emojis. Like, what is this? What is this sass wave? It's too effeminate. I like this Apple emoji. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna provide a list of LinkedIn companies. What we're gonna do is we're gonna, let's see. Let me read through this. So yeah, okay. So search by keyword. This is the one we want. So we have SaaS. We're gonna add SaaS. Date range. I'm just gonna leave this month, and then country is going to be United States. And then run options. Okay, sweet. Always make sure it's no timeout. And then what we're going to do is we're going to click on save and start. So start, and then we're going to see how the scraper is going to run, basically. Awesome. So we'll just wait for a little bit and see what would be the output. So whilst that's running, we're going to go to make. And then we're just going to go ahead and start building. So I'm going to go to my project fulfillment. I'm going to click create new scenario. And this flow is going to be probably run scraper, dump to sheets. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this plus button and I'm going to look for Apify. And then what I'm going to do is get dataset item. So the way you map your connection is you go to Apify. So this is already 13 results. You go to Apify and you go to settings. And then you go to API integration and you just copy this right here, which is going to be your API key. So the way you do it, once you copy it, you go and paste that in here. Awesome. Once you do it, you go and paste that in here. So I already have it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look for the dataset ID. So we exported 20 results, which is already what we need. As you guys can see, so these are the companies running ads, SaaS companies. Clearcut Consultants Ltd, CodeBridge Technology Inc., Influ2, Downtown E-commerce. There's a lot of duplicates right here. So what we're going to do now is go to storage, and I'm going to copy the dataset ID, go back, paste that in here. For the limit, I'm just going to put 2. Click OK. And then we retrieve the data. So we have everything right here. So advertiser name is going to be company name, which is Paddle. Let me look for this company, Paddle. Oh yeah, so this is a big company. Put your billing operation autopilot. Like, imagine like there's Tailwind Labs. These are companies that are super big, man. Yeah. And they are running ads. So like, just think about it, guys. Like, you could effectively target them as a sales agency owner. And if they're running ads, that means they're spending so much time and energy and money like running ads. If you can get them like a few clients just purely building a sales system campaign, then you know what that means. So, all right. Yeah. So I'll just go back right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump this into a Google Sheet. I'm going to look for sheets, and it's going to be add row. Add a row. And then I'm going to map my connection, which is going to be this one. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new sheet. It's going to be sheets.new. And then I'm going to name this data extracted from LinkedIn ads scraper. So let's just look for the data that we actually need. So let's go back to output, or actually let's go back to scenario. Let's read through this together. So it's going to be advertiser name, which is going to be company name. So let me put company name. And then body. So the body, which is the ad copy. Yeah, ad copy. Ad copy. And then headline. Yeah, I'm going to add the headline too. Let me just put this right here, and then, so headline, and let me take this off actually from you guys. Remove this. So impressions, I don't care about that. Document transcript, CTA name, I don't care. Impression per country, targeting settings. Yeah, ad type. What is this? Yeah, advertiser LinkedIn. So company LinkedIn. Yeah. We're going to add the company LinkedIn. And then what do we need? Company LinkedIn. Image URL. Do we need it? So this is the image. I don't need it. Targeting, inclusion, audience, language. Yeah, we don't care about this. CTA, we're gonna need also something else, which is going to be, yeah, we're gonna add the add URL, LinkedIn add URL. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bolden this up, and then I'm gonna name, like, I'm just gonna put enter. And then, yeah, so like Google Sheets is annoying, so it's gonna bolden everything. So let me just put this right here. Boom. And then let's just go ahead and see. We're just gonna go back here. And Sheets ID, what I'm gonna do, it's either I'm gonna look for the sheet ID, which is going to be data extracted, which is this one. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look for sheet name, which is going to be sheet 1. So sheet 1, as you guys can see here. So I'm retrieving everything. So the company name is going to be, where is it? Yeah, advertiser name, add copy, which is going to be, let me see, headline, add copy, document URL body, which is this one. Headline is going to be headline. Company LinkedIn, I believe it's, yeah, it's this one. LinkedIn add URL. LinkedIn add URL. So yeah, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna click on run once. So let me see. So we added everything. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, like I said, rebolden this up. So we added this, and what I'm gonna do again is I'm gonna resize this by going to resize rows, click specify, and okay. So what I'm gonna do is, now that I have all these results, I'm gonna remove the limit, click OK, and then let's go ahead and add everything. So we added everything right here. And as you guys can see, there's a lot of duplicates. Now we don't care about that because we're just gonna put this in a Google Sheet, and then we're gonna have someone in the backend that just clicks on format, right? And then we're just gonna remove that like manually, just because like you don't want to deal with automatically doing this. It's just you need like some scripting methods, and you don't need like the purpose of this channel to not show you like how to code. Like essentially, just we're just using make.com to automate the entire lead generation. So I'm gonna include this in their SOP for this project. I'm gonna tell them you're gonna have someone that just clicks one button, and this is like what I mean by the marriage of automation and human interaction. Basically, it's just like I was when I started automating, like, you know, learning automation, sales automation, is I was like, you know, I want to automate everything. And kudos to you. When you want to get started, you want to do it, but there's things that worth automating and things that are not. So you're gonna have a lot of issues if you want to like automate, you know, removing these duplicates right here, because you're gonna have to store this data in Make, and it's just a lot of issues. Well, in reality, you can just go back and someone can just click on this button right here, data, right? And then data cleanup, and then remove duplicates, and boom. Actually, no, we need to click on company name, and then data, and it's going to be data cleanup and remove duplicates. And basically that's all you need to do. Like this is worth like the 5 seconds, right? And then I'm gonna delete these. Oops. And then basically that's all I need to do. Yeah, so I have all the data. So the only thing I need is the company name. And you guys know me, I will find the decision maker, I will find their email. So the way we're gonna do this is we're gonna split this in half. So we have the first one, which is going to be run scraper dump in sheets, and then the second scenario is going to be we're gonna go and create a new scenario, and then we're gonna have a search rows basically. So we're gonna search for the rows. So search rows in Google Sheets. So search rows. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna map the file ID, which is going to be this file ID. Now we're gonna do something, which is going to be, so it's data extracted. Map in everything, and then what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna put limit 1, and then refresh this again. So this second scenario is going to run every 15 minutes, right? It's going to run every 15 minutes, and then it's going to check if there's new companies that have been added to this Google Sheet, right? So run once. We have everything right here, company name, add copy. Now what we're going to do is I need to find the decision maker. And the way you do it is look for HTTP, make a request. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for google.com/search equals company name plus, let me look for, I'm going to look for the, who do I want to reach out to? Definitely going to be CEO. So let me see. Look for this. And then I'm going to add a HTML to text. And I'm going to add the data right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on run once. And let's see. So there's a 200. Awesome. So I have all the text. Looks like there's an issue. So let me just remove this friction from like paddle, CEO. Oh, so this is the guy, Jimmy Fitzgerald. So I'm just going to copy this one, paste that in here. And instead, I'm just going to remove company name, click OK. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add Claude. So Claude is going to be basically the one that's going to retrieve the decision maker. So I'm going to use Sinet, max tokens 3060, add message, user, content is going to be text. And what I'm going to do, extract the CEO name from the scraped data. And I'm going to map the text. The CEO name must let's see, the CEO name must be connected to company name. And I'm going to add this one right here. And then let's just see. And then, I want to do something else. Output the result only in JSON. Don't add any additional text except for the result. And we're going to do something like CEO name equals this one. And then let's just go ahead and see. And then we're going to add a JSON, parse JSON to restructure the data. And then I'm going to paste that in here. I'm going to put the JSON string right here. Click OK. Save this. And then just run this and see what we're going to have. So Christian Owens. Why do we have Christian Owens? So let me see. Extract the CEO name from the scraped data. CEO name must be connected to company name. Must be the company names. The company name CEO. All right, let's just try again. Let's just see. Christian Owens. I don't think this is the right prompt. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to my scenarios. And instead of just trying to figure this out on my own, I'm just going to copy the prompt that I already have. It works. So let's just go back and YouTube Playground. And it's probably going to be this one, because I've already built this before, I remember. So extract CEO, I think this is the prompt. Yeah, extract the CEO name for script data, company name must be aligned. Yeah, must be aligned. Let's just go back. And then let's just see. Company name. And then text is going to be text. So let's just see now. Click run once. And then let me see if this is the actual like CEO name. Like, who is this guy? Paddle? Oh, it's actually the CEO. Is it? Oh yeah, this is the actual CEO. Yeah. Let me check. Yeah, so this is the actual CEO, not that guy that we found. Awesome. Oh, their competitive landscape Stripe. This is awesome. All right. So what we're gonna do is so Google was like just bullshitting to us. So thank you, Claude. So now, since I have the CEO name, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save this. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find the domain name. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna copy this one, paste that in here. And then now instead of Googling company name, I'm just gonna put the company name right here, Paddle. And then I'm gonna add the data right here and take this off. And then this is going to be domain name. Extract the domain name from the scrape data. The domain name must be aligned with the company's company name's domain. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paste that in here, and then let's just see. Ignore warnings. Let's see. So Claude is taking its sweet ass time. So first of all, we found the CEO name, and then we found the domain name. Awesome. So now what we're going to do, since we found the domain name and we found the CEO, we're going to feed this data into an email finder. So search for a person's email. And then let me just map my connection real quick. So we're going to use an email finder. And again, I'm going to show my API key in front of the whole entire internet. But don't worry, I'm going to rotate my API key afterwards. I'm going to copy this one, go back, and then paste that in here. Save. And I'm going to search by domain name. And I'm going to add HTTP, and I'm going to add domain name. Full name is going to be CEO name. And then I'm going to add this to Instantly automatically. So add lead to a campaign. So I believe it's this one. So campaign ID. Campaign ID, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Instantly first. And I'm just going to test this before. So I already have a copy, and the way I wrote my copy is I'm going to walk you guys through how to do it. So this is a community, I believe. Yeah, so this is the one. So there you go, guys. So, hey, first name, notice your recent LinkedIn ad push. Looks like scaling customer acquisition is a top priority this quarter. Had a quick thought. What if I could pinpoint the highest converting audiences before your next campaign? Teams I've worked with have seen a bump in ROI by identifying untapped opportunities, adding an extra 100K to their bottom line. Let me know if you would like more information. Thanks for the time, Saad. So this is what I mean by a good copy. And the way I managed to build this up is I went to my school community, and as you guys know, like we have a bunch of like pre-drafted templates right here. If I go to my Blueprint library, and there's a ton of let me go back. So let's see. How to use Blueprints, backend system. Yeah, so this is the one. We have so many templates that you could just plug and play, real world examples. And example, tech industry, retail, SaaS industry, all of them. So I just picked one, and I just edit that, and I'll add it to my Instantly. I don't need to worry about it, just because I know what works and what doesn't. So subject line, I'm just putting first name. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to map the first name right here. So if I go back, I'm going to go to SSA community, lead email is going to be email. And the first name is going to be CEO name. Now I'm going to perform a split formula. And what I'm going to do is get the first one, copy, and then the second is going to be second one. Company name is going to be company name. Personalization, there's no personalization just because this copy is just going to do well. And then for the domain name, I'm going to add HTTP right here. Click OK. And then I'm going to auto align this, save this, go back to my instantly. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and then I'm going to name this SaaS campaign. I'm not going to say the name of the company that I'm working with. So for the leads, I'm going to delete all of this just because I will give them like access to the dashboard and see so they can see the campaigns running basically in real time. So my camera just stopped recording. Awesome. We just fixed this. And then sequence, analytics, I think everything is good. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna have to add a filter. So the condition is going to be, let me see. Yeah, the condition is going to be right here. So condition only if the email actually exists, because not every email is gonna be found by any email finder. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove the limit, and then I'm just gonna put 5. And then let's just see. Click save, run once. So let's see. So, okay, let me see. Oh, we found the email actually. So if I go back, so we found, oh, this guy is like, this is Google. What the hell, man? Wow. So this guy is actually affiliated with Google. Like, what? What is this, man? Like these companies. So all of these are companies actually like, let me see. Results. Wow, man. Imagine you manage to like land a deal with this guy for this company. And this company that I'm working with is already making like 20 million a year. So, yeah. As you guys can see, like, this is what I mean by automating lead generation and just reaching out to people who are actively looking for the exact same thing that you want. And this is the highest leverage that we have as a sales system agency owners. So yeah, so we found 4 emails. So good job, Email Finder. Like I said, like Email Finder is the GOAT. Now what I'm going to do, so let me just refresh this. That's mind blowing. So I have everything right here. So all of these are leads. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my sequences, or maybe I can do something looks like scaling customer acquisition for company name. For SaaS Academy is a priority this quarter. Yeah. Go back. I'm going to save this. So I'm just going to add the next steps, which is going to be a couple variants that I'm going to write. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. So I guess that's all I have to do. Yeah. So we just built this in like what, like 20 minutes? That's crazy, man. So yeah, hope you guys found value in this video. As you guys can see, like it took us like 20 minutes to find decision makers that are actively hiring for the exact service that we're looking for. And yeah, as you guys saw the background, I just moved in a new apartment and I got myself a lion poster just because I like a lion. And I'll leave the blueprints in the description just because why not? So go ahead and replicate the same, or just go ahead and basically sell it for your own clients. I would pitch something like $2,000 minimum, just because as you guys saw, like this is like extremely high ROI, and cost per acquisition of landing and meeting with these decision maker is absolutely crazy. So yeah. Thanks so much for watching this video, and thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. Looking forward to 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, and we're gonna make this YouTube channel the best sales system agency channel on the internet. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.